Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Alisatunisa Zhahro from 3 English Education C. On this occasion, I will explain you about register in language. So check this out. The first material is what is register. For the definition of register is one of many styles or varieties of language determined by such factors as social occasion, purpose, and audience. In linguistics, the register is defined as the way a speaker uses language differently in different circumstances. You probably behave very differently chatting with a friend than you would at a formal dinner party or during a job interview. This variation in formality, also called stylistic variation, are known as register in linguistics. Registers are used in all forms of communication, including written, spoken, and sight. Depending on grammar, syntax, and tone, the register may be extremely rigid or very intimate. You don't even need to use an actual word to communicate effectively. Jadi, register itu merupakan variasi bahasa berdasarkan ranahnya atau domain. Dengan kata lain, register merupakan variasi bahasa yang digunakan berdasarkan bidang penggunaan, gaya, tingkat keformalan, dan media penggunaannya. Misalnya itu bahasa dalam bidang olahraga, sosial media, televisi, jurnalistik, radio, maupun yang lainnya. For the next material is type of register. Type of register divided into 3. For the first is formal language register, second is informal language register, and last is neutral language register. Formal language register. Formal writing is probably the most difficult type of writing. It is impersonal, meaning it is not written for a specific person and is written without emotion. So this is a rules of formal language register. For the first is do not use contraction. Contractions are not usually used in formal writing, even though they are very common in spoken English. In formal writing, you should spell out contraction. For example, in formal writing, you should use cannot instead of can't and or have not instead of heaven. Second is spell out numbers less than 100. For example, 19, 22, 78, or 6. For the third rules is write in third person point of view. In formal writing, we usually do not use first person or second person unless it is a quote. Avoid using I, you, we, or us. For example is, you will probably see an elephant on an African safari. One may see elephants on an African safari. Next is avoid using too much passive voice. In formal writing, it is better to use an active voice. This is passive sentence. The bone was eaten by the dog. The research was completed by the student in 2009. For example, in a rule above I wrote, apostrophe are also added to nouns to show ownership. I wrote this sentence in a passive voice. To make it active, I could write additionally add an apostrophe to a noun to show ownership, or use apostrophe with nouns to show ownership. Number 5 or rules is avoid using slang, idioms, exaggeration or hyperboles, and cliches. Slang is common in informal writing and spoken English. Slang is particular to a certain region or area. For the example of slang is awesome or cool, okay or ok. Check it out. A cliche is a phrase that is overused, said too often. Common cliches: too much of a good thing, moment of truth, time is money, don't push your luck, beauty is only skin deep. For the number 6 of the rule is avoid abbreviations and acronyms. If you use an acronym or abbreviation, write it out the first time. When using acronyms, write the answer name out the first time it appears, followed by the acronym. From now on, you can use the acronym by itself. For abbreviation, write the complete word the first time, then use the abbreviation. For example, influenza becomes flu. United States of America become USA. 7. Do not start sentence with words like and, so, but, also. Here are some good transition words and phrases to use in formal writing. For the first is nevertheless, additionally, however, in addition, as a result of, although. Number 8 is always write in complete sentences, and the last rule is write longer, more complex sentences. The second type of register language is informal language register. Informal writing is written in the way we talk to our friends and family. We use informal writing when we are writing to someone we know very well. There are no major rules to informal writing. With informal writing, you can include things such as slang and cliches, figurative language, symbols and abbreviation, acronyms, incomplete sentences, short sentences, first person, second person, and third person, paragraph or no paragraphs, jokes, personal opinions, extra punctuation, and passive and active voice. For the last types of the register language is neutral language register. We use the neutral language register with non-emotional topics and information. Neutral writing is not necessarily formal or informal. It is not usually positive or negative. A neutral register is used to deliver fact. Some writings are written in a neutral register. This means they are not specifically formal or informal. Writing in the neutral language register includes reviews, articles, some letters, some essays, and technical writing. Maybe that's all if I can say. I hope you will understand with my explanation, and I'm sorry if any mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.